What is up, everybody? We are back doing the halftime reports. As usual, I go live at the 2 minute warning for when I'm watching it, because as usual, living up here in Washington State, I am on I'm on streams, so I have no actual clue when the actual game is going to be on halftime. So I just watch it for here. Right now, they are just starting the second half or the second 2 minute warning. Little screen pass from the Raiders. He broke like two tackles, and he gets forced out of bounds. Yeah, it's kind of been the story of the game so far. Niners have looked like shit. This has not been the game that we were all in. I'm going to share this tab. So this is going to be live, but what I am watching is not live. So we got 1st and 10 on the 30. Right pass. Nice pocket. Ooh, good throw. Man, they're just moving it on us. There's nothing we can do. He had like the picture perfect pocket right there. Yep. Nice step up into it and toss it. No, D line is not getting any pressure on him at all. Man. All right. Going to toss off to the right. And not a bad play. Still not a whole lot of pressure coming up the middle. Trying not to look at the other screen because I can see what happened over there, and I'm trying not to do it. All right, we got the 2nd and 7. That's going to be a touchdown, Raiders. Gotta admit, so far O'Connell hasn't looked too bad. He actually looks, very Jimmy G-esque in the pocket. Let's see the replay. Yeah, good route, good man. Bad coverage. He should have been tighter on him. It's good play call because they pulled the other corner outside. Well, Raiders are now up, going to be 14-7. We've got 34 seconds left, at least for me, because again, I am running on the. I'm watching a stream, not watching it live, so I'm always going to be about a minute or two behind. I'm going to assume if they're going to kick the ball out, we're going to come out and just do a quick run. Man, just in general, there's nothing in this game has looked very promising. Well, Jair Brown has been able to tackle pretty damn good so far. I will accept that. At the very least, Jair Brown has looked good tackling so far. John, thank you for the like on the stream. I appreciate you, my man. All right. It's gonna be Bell back there again. Bell hasn't looked terrible. He almost is going to be guaranteed to make the team as the returner at this point. Simply because he's got to. We've got to have somebody return the ball, and he's probably going to be the best one out there. So I think he makes it as that last wide receiver spot. mostly for his return ability, but in general. So, like I said, we're probably gonna come out here. I can see that the actual game isn't halftime. I'm just gonna watch this out here, and then we'll see what happens. Oh no, I lied. They're not actually yet. Ooh. Yeah, that should have been a pick. That should have been almost number 2. All right, Trey. Trey going pretty good. Oh, it's a nice throw over the middle to Conley. I think Conley's going to be the number 5 wide receiver at this point. I think you're going to have Debo, BA, Ayuk, or Debo, BA, Ayuk, um, Conley, Sneed, or not Sneed, but Bell, Danny Gray, maybe. I think that's kind of where I'm going right now with my 6 wide receivers for the team. And to be honest, even I don't know if Ray or Bell gets on the team if Ray's not hurt. Oh, nice pickup by Fugamali. It's a good pass and a good, a good throw. Good run after the catch. Good old helmet foul. That's usually one that goes against us. Yep, definitely led with the helmet. That's had he just wrapped him up right there, that would have been into the play, but it let him spin out. But that's what we do nowadays. We don't wrap up, and we just go for those big ESPN highlight games hits. Trey back, Trey. Oh, off the back foot. That was a push. That was a push for McConley. Yeah, that was a huge push on him. I'm surprised they didn't throw the flag on him for that one. Once again, they are not giving Trey any sort of time back there in the pocket. All right. So Las Vegas will take the timeout, and then we will get to see the Jake Moody. For those of y'all that know Brian Culp, this is his man. He absolutely loves him. Yes, screw the Raiders. All right, Moody. And he misses. Oh, my goodness. Let the Zane Gonzalez fans show up all of a sudden, because now with this that Moody miss, man, that's going to, I don't know if there's necessarily a kicker battle, but Dwelly missing that is definitely going to put that more on the bar front. All right, so it looks like we are finally at halftime, both on this stream and on the actual game. So I'm going to run the normal intro stuff, and we will get this halftime show started correctly. Be right back.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
What is up, everybody? It's Jason here over at Niner Faithful Radio. Thank you for showing up for our halftime show. As usual, we always start about the 2 minute drill, no matter what's going on in the game, simply because I am on a stream, and so I'm pretty much always behind. Unless the game is on TV here up in the Seattle area, I'm always going to be watching it on stream because I don't have cable, so I stream everything. So far, what I got to say about this game? Thank God it's a preseason game. I mean, honestly, nothing has looked good. For the most part, I would give it, if I was grading it, D minus. I know most of the offseason and most people's eyes are going to be on that of the quarterback position. Rightfully so, when you play the most important position in all of football and in sports. And right now, Trey is 10 of 15 for 112 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 sacks, but we'll get into that in a minute. His rating right now is 111. I'm not sure how he even got that over with some of his throws. So the first drive was absolutely terrible. I think he was sacked twice. He just in general has not looked good, or I shouldn't say not looked good, but he has not looked comfortable in the pocket. But then again, nobody would look good in the pocket with how it's set up right now. I mean, people are just getting in left and right. I think they've got 4 sacks. It's the first half, and we've already got 4 sacks on him. So he's never really got a chance to settle in, get to go, get any sort of rhythm going except for that last drive. But whatever rhythm he might have had going from that part now is going to disappear because I believe Sam Darnold's going to start the third, and then I think Brandon Allen's going to finish it off in the fourth. So, I mean, as far as when it comes to Trey taking over Brock for a starting quarterback position, you're not seeing that right now. He did nothing that was worthy of him jumping Brock, or just even for, if you believe the rumors out there that they are looking for a trade partner and these next few games were to put him on a special thing so either other teams can look at him, didn't do nothing. But to his defense, the offensive line has probably looked worse than him. I mean, they are just getting blown up left and right. I mean, any quarterback back there would be getting beat up. It's just, and I understand it's preseason. These are all the backups and all that kind of. It's patchwork at best. But one of the points that we've been trying to make on our shows and pretty much every other show is that while the starters are fine, what happens when all these backups have to start playing? And right now we're looking like these backups are not playing good football right now. Other than a few, individual plays here and there, for the most part, both sides of the ball has looked completely trashed. So like I said, so Trey, I think everybody knows I was on the Trey Lance hype train long before most people even knew about him, simply because I got to watch a lot of him. So I was probably one of the most hyped people ever when we drafted Trey. I'm still on that. The Trey Lance trade, but at this point, he still needs time to develop, and I don't think we're going to give him the time to develop. This team is in a win now kind of a mode, and having a quarterback especially with these kind of issues, even if he was to look better with the starters, again, I don't think we're going to get a chance to show that because we're going to put Brock in there first, and we're going to see what happens. So, I mean, again, I don't see anything with Brock getting overtaken unless all of a sudden he just looks looks just completely remarkable in the next couple of weeks in the preseason. So off of that whole thing, because we all know how that goes. Let's see. Let me refresh this. Make sure we got the end of the stats correctly. So for rushing, Ronnie Bell, one of our wide receivers, It's actually leading with his one run for 15 yards. He had TDP for 14. TDP did have one nice run towards I want to say it's the tail end of the second, maybe the middle of it. He had a pretty good run in there. Jordan Mason did Jordan Mason things. Jordan Mason is either going to have a whole bunch of carries, and then he's going to break a long one. He's going to do a lot. Jordan Mason is what I consider that Frank Gore style back, where he's going to get you 1 yard, 1 yard, 1 yard, 20 yards kind of things. That's the way I see Jordan Mason. So, Jordan Mason needs to accumulate more touches in order to get those big games. Then we had Trey Lance with 1 for 2, and I'm surprised he didn't get more because with the way he was running for his life pretty much the entire first half at times, I'm actually surprised he only got a net 2 on 1 carry. I just figured he would have had to scramble a lot more, but then again, he was sacked and threw the ball away a couple of times. So, let's see. We're going to scroll down a little bit here. For the receivers, Chris Conley's looked good. Again, I think Conley is going to be making this team. It's pretty – well, as I thought before, I thought he was going to make it over Ronnie Bell. And with Ray being out for 8 weeks, I'm pretty sure Conley is definitely going to be in there. I also think Ronnie Bell is going to make the team for that last wide receiver spot. Troy Fugamali, he had that one nice catch where the guy went in head hunting, bounced off his helmet, did a spin around, got another 10 yards or so, whatever off that. Him and Dwelly have been our best looking offensive weapons right now. So good on them. I had high hopes for Dwelly making it because the way I see the tight end room right now, it's going to be Kittle, Dwelly, Brayden Willis, and then I'm not sure if we're going to go with Warner or Latu, but Fumagalli right now is making a name like, hey, maybe I should be that one. Because right now I have not been impressed with how Latu has played. One of the issues that he's had even in college was he didn't have the best of hands. So I don't know. Do we cut a 3rd round draft pick? Because right now I'm not seeing anything I don't think he even got in the field during the at all of that game. I didn't see him, and I've been watching the tight ends pretty good. Then he also had Snead and Warner also coming in with a catch. Let's see. For the defense, McCrary Ball, 6 tackles total, 5 solo. Samuel Womack had a bunch. Jair Brown is looking like the real deal. He is – I don't think he's going to be flashy necessarily. Like, he doesn't seem like the guy that, for instance, with the Fumagalli guy, the guy that went for the head for the tackle, and all he did was just put his head down, didn't try to wrap him up. I don't think Brown is going to be making those kind of tackles. He is going to put his shoulder down, and he's going to let you know, hey, I'm here, I'm hitting you. So, again, Jair Brown, pretty happy with him. One person whose name has popped up quite a few times in this half was Ambry Thomas. Ambry Thomas did not on my final 53. I didn't have him making the roster. I figured we'd cut him just because I don't know what's wrong with the man right now, but he just hasn't been playing well last year or so. But this game so far, he has actually shown up. So he got 2 tackles. Let's see, who else did there? Ronnie Bell had a tackle. Isaiah Oliver, he got burnt one time. So, second half. So let's see. Where are we looking at for time right now? Looks like they are getting ready to jumpstart the second half broadcast. So I'm going to wrap this up so I can go watch. As far as the second half, we are going to be seeing the Sam Darnold game, the Sam Darnold-led San Francisco 49ers, which is something I don't want to see. I think it's pretty known. I would rather have Brandon Allen as a 3rd quarterback than Sam Darnold. I have a feeling most people would agree with me for the most part. I think there's 2 or 3 people in the entire empire who might actually want Sam Darnold, and I don't understand why. And one of them is probably Kyle Shanahan. So, again, we'll see what happens. I'm curious if we're going to see a lot more out of the 2 rookie tight ends with Latu and Willis. Some more Jair Brown. Maybe Winters gets in there. So, definitely not the greatest first half of football. Granted, it is just preseason, but we definitely want to see something a little bit more, especially out of our quarterback, Trey Lance, because, that's where all the hype or criticism, however you want to do it, is going to be. All right. So on that, if you could please give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, or Twitter, or X, or whatever the hell it's called now. I don't freaking know anymore. It's going to be me you're going to be talking to most of the time. I run the social media on pretty much all of that. So if you want to talk to me, go ahead. Well, if you need to talk to TJ about anything, just say, hey, I need to talk to TJ. That's cool. Hey, but either way, follow us on all of that. We would love to see you. Also, since you're here on the our YouTube page, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching, go ahead and hit the like button too. We definitely appreciate that. And then we do have our link for Niner Faithful Radio. You get a 10% coupon code, which TJ didn't give to me, so I'll just use it. Use your 10%. We'll have to get that next time. So, anyways, thank you very much for showing up for the Niner Faithful Radio halftime report. Right now, the Raiders are beating us 7-14. Yeah, can we at least beat the Raiders? If anything else, because we all hate the Raiders, right? All right, thank you very much. Not sure who or what if there's going to be a halftime show. I might jump on with some of the other guys that I collaborate with. But definitely Tuesday, me and TJ will be here at our 4:30 start time, and we will be going over everything that we see, and we'll break down this game. Thank you very much. Deuce.